Is this newest generation of Dodge Grand Caravan the best minivan on the market? Let's find out. So it's great to be back with another video for you guys here on Olde Carr Guy. Today we're going to be taking a look at the features of this Dodge Grand Caravan, and we're going to find out whether or not it is the best used minivan on the market. So let's talk a little bit about the Dodge Grand Caravan itself. This Dodge Grand Caravan is a 2016, but the name and the Caravan, a minivan, was invented by Dodge. And these Dodge Grand Caravans have been around since 1983, when they first come out as an 84 model. They have seen 6 generations in total, this one being number 5. And not only did Dodge or Chrysler invent the minivan, but they invented a lot of the cool features that this one has to offer. Now, years ago, they used to offer a couple of different styles. They had a short wheelbase and a long wheelbase. And you can get them in such base trims as a cargo van, all the way up to a luxury Chrysler Town and Country with all the bells and whistles. And of course, everything in between. In the back, we do have a tow hitch receiver. And I believe these things were capable of towing up to 3,500 pounds. So although you won't be towing a 30-foot travel trailer, you can tow some pretty decent sized campers with this thing. Utility trailers, side-by-sides, and four-wheelers. This one is an SXT Plus model, which means it's going to give you the aluminum wheels, tinted windows. It also has the roof rack. Most vans don't utilize roof racks like the Dodge Grand Caravan. As you can see, there's a twist knob here. There's one down here on the other end. And when you lift those up, you can take these arms and flop them over sideways, and they lock into the corresponding sections on the other side. That's going to give you 2 load bars for roof racks that when you're not using them, they don't whistle like the other ones do. They actually fold down into the roof. And as I mentioned earlier, you could get these things loaded up with all kinds of features. This one has 2 key fobs, and all the controls for the power doors, power hatch, and remote start are on the key fob. And if you're wondering what the direct competition is with the Dodge Grand Caravan, you're looking at the Honda Odyssey, the Toyota Sienna, and the Kia Sedona. Believe it or not, those are about the only people out there now that are making minivans and not hybrid SUVs. And like most Dodges, the base engine in this vehicle is the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 that produces 283 horsepower. And here's a few stats for you. In the last 20 years, these Dodge Grand Caravans have sold almost 3.5 million units over 20 years. Their sales peaked in 2004 with 305,000 units sold. As of 2020, the stats show me that only 51,000 of these vans are being sold annually. And they're not that bad on fuel because they are mostly front-wheel drive, so that should give you a fairly decent range as well. So what are some of the good aspects of these caravans? Well, the most obvious is its size and versatility. Now, I mentioned earlier about some of the features that Dodge has come up with and invented as part of their vehicles, and that is the stow and go seats. You've got storage down here in these little compartments that you can put stuff when you're not stowing the seats. And when you do need to fold it, it's basically just a simple flick of this, and it folds down and right down into the floor. And when you're done this cover, make sure your floor is flat. In the back, your bench seat folds down flat into the floor as well. And when all the seats are folded, you can fit just as much furniture or lumber as you want in here, 4x8 sheets of plywood, and away you go. And for your rear seat passengers, you got rear air conditioning. The vents are up here in the ceiling. And for those kids, grandkids, you've also got a DVD player with remote, so they can watch movies, keep them entertained while they're on the road. Of course, a lot of other companies offer these features as well, but you're going to get it in this Dodge Grand Caravan for a lot cheaper than some of the competition, and we're going to go over that a little bit later. So as we get her started up here, you'll notice that it does have satellite radio, all your controls here for the air conditioning system. It does have an eco mode, lots of cup holders here and here, tons of storage between the upper portion as well as the glove box there. Now, one of the reasons why I think the Dodge Grand Caravan might take the cake for the best used minivan on the market is simply that they've been around since 1983, and they have been producing minivans non-stop ever since. Everybody in the world who makes a minivan has been trying to catch Chrysler in this market. So some of the problems that these caravans do have that you may want to be aware of if you're looking to buy yourself a minivan. Right there, The Uconnect system is, in my opinion, absolute garbage. Chrysler has not perfected this since it came out in the 2010s. Maybe on some of their newer stuff, it might be a little bit better, but man, I tell you what, this first generation Uconnect, or whatever you want to call it, was absolute garbage. If you buy a used one, it may or may not work for you. Probably not. Common corrosion areas on these vans is this dog leg right here. Sand and dirt would get up in there, it would hold it and rot from the inside out. Another common area is when the door opens, it would scuff the paint like this one is just barely starting to do right here. So that could bear the metal over time and give you a rust spot right there. The underside of the tailgate was common on a lot of vehicles. On these vans especially, this one is in excellent condition, even though it's white, showing no signs of rot. And another common spot was the leading edge of the hood. These hoods are aluminum, but they would rock chip and they would bubble and blister. This one again, a few rock chips here, but no rot and no blistering anywhere along the leading edge of that hood. So if you guys are liking this video, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to Olde Carr Guy for more great videos like, is this the best used car? You guys seem to love those. I love doing them. Let me know down in the comment section down below what you think of the Dodge Grand Caravan. Now, as far as the drivetrain goes, the drivetrain was pretty tough. These things were known in the earlier models to have bad transmissions. They were junk, those 4-speeds. This is a new redesigned 6-speed. And although the 6-speed transmission is better for fuel economy, it shifts a lot. And when I say a lot, it's constantly looking for a gear. When you're going down a country road, up and down hills, it's always shifting. Is there a problem with it? I don't think so. We've had these things with plenty of kilometers on them, but they all seem to work the same. The engine, again, lots of power, 283 horsepower on these things. A couple of common things. One, if you look right down in here, there is the oil filter. And the oil filter housing was known to leak oil into the valley of the V part of the engine. And where would that oil come out? Drip down the back, on top of your transmission, and create an oil leak underneath. So if you are in the market for one of these things, make sure you're looking for oil leaks, not necessarily up here, but on the top side of the transmission. If your transmission is dry, just like this one is, then you've got nothing to worry about, but be prepared because it may happen. Some of these 3.6s were common for the rocker arms wearing out and they would clatter away. It's a simple fix for those who know how to fix them, but be aware, higher mileage, you may get that rocker arm tick on these 3.6s. And one more thing, if you live in the Rust Belt, to keep an eye on are these spring clamps. They can get rusty, so rusty that they will swell and break. And what happens once they swell and break? Well, then your pressurized cooling system starts leaking. We had a customer come in one time and they blew the motor. They cooked it simply because they just weren't aware of what was going on when all the lights lit up on the dash. We found a spring clamp that was broken and the hose had puked out all the coolant. Cost them an engine. So now we're going to talk about pricing. One of these vans in a base model with 100,000 miles on it, which would be about the right miles for a 2016 right now, is going to run you somewhere in the $17,000 range. Now, a comparably equipped Honda Odyssey or Toyota Sienna, you're going to be into the $23,000, $24,000 range. So what makes this van probably the best minivan on the market? It could be simply that price point right there. And there you have it, guys. There's my take on the 5th generation Dodge Grand Caravan. If you guys agree or disagree with me, make sure you tell me down in the comment section down below. I know there's going to be a lot of haters. There's also going to be a lot of guys and gals out there who absolutely love these Dodge Grand Caravans. Tell me your favorite Dodge Grand Caravan story, or if you think there's a better van out there than this one, let me know. And maybe I'll do a video on it. Also, folks, there's a couple of links down in the description box below for some discounts on some product that sponsored me. Hopefully you can go over there and help those who help me. Don't forget there's a link down below for my merchandise. If you guys want to support Olde Carr Guy, make sure you get your own Olde Carr Guy t-shirt at the link down in the description box below. Guys, stay focused on the windshield, not the rearview mirror. I love you guys. God bless. We'll see you in the next video.